Hi everybody and welcome to your October reading by sign. Let's see who's next. We have Scorpio. Welcome Scorpio. Happy birthday, you October Scorpios in the tropical system. Okay, so we have a lot going on this month. There is a new moon solar eclipse happening in your sign in tropical, but it's at 27 degrees Virgo in sidereal. And then we have the full moon partial eclipse at 11 degrees Aries in sidereal, and that's October 28th. And I believe it'll also be in Aries. No, it'll be in Taurus, your opposing sign, the lunar eclipse in tropical. And then we, of course, have Halloween on October 31st. So I hope you're having a beautiful October. It's my favorite month. I've had a lot of powerful and influential Scorpios touch my life. My sister is a Scorpio. I have some past relationships that were deeply intense with Scorpio. I know how you guys are, and gals. So, this may just be a message for Scorpio season as well, for anybody who wants to view it. But I'm starting with your oracle cards. We'll get to some tarot. Just doing your pile a little different. So I'll put a timestamp down below where this reading begins if you'd like. Okay. One more. All right. Let's begin with this archetype card, Scorpio. We have the Lover. So number 17, which reminds me of the star card, Aquarius, Destiny. Could be soulmates, twin flames, the Lover. Let's check out your alchemy card. We have calcification, calcinadio. It's number 64. Something solidifying, becoming permanent, sealed, contractual. Following these eclipses, Pisces, intimacy, intuition, and compassion. So that goes with the Lover's energy. And there's the two fish as well, like mirrored souls. Even the symbol of Pisces is a reflection of itself. But yeah, deep spiritual bond, divine connection there. And we have boundaries. I feel like boundaries dissolving. This is number 12, reminds me of the Hanged Man. But this is, of course, about having healthy boundaries. There's this deep theme of red, orange, and yellow colors, the lower chakras, the rooted, grounded energy, putting down roots, again, solidifying things, confirming this seal surrounding you and this other person. Okay, then we have wholeness. Okay, so both people becoming whole before coming together. But look at this imagery here. It looks like the lunar eclipse there with the shadow passing in front of the moon. By the end of October, feeling whole and complete, full circle. Everything's come together. I have yet to pull this card for this deck, so I'm going to read about that. Growing. All right, so growing to completion. The bond is growing stronger, deeper. See, we have trader, exchange energy to create abundance. So exchange in energy makes me, puts that to the Lover's energy as well. It's an energy exchange, an equal give and take. And then druid, hold the space. And the animal, we have the coyote, number 13. Well, that's interesting because number 13 is a death card for you in tarot. Change. Okay. Okay, looking at the calcification card, it's actually titled Heat, Fire, and Desire. So your opposite sign could be Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, or it could just be a symbol of the passion that's being felt and expressed between you and your lover, your divine counterpart this month. Calcinadio is the great alchemical operation of fire. It occurs where there is enough heat in the vessel to transform the nature of that which is solid or fixed. How does calcinadio begin? With a tiny glimmer, an urge, a desire that builds into a robust flame. On a psychic level, this stage may be an uprising of emotion that has been repressed or dismissed. It wants something big to change, to be brought to the light and purified, perhaps a flawed ideology, institution, or outlook. Frustration and anger are wondrous change makers if their heat is channeled with space, time, and awareness. The transformation that occurs from calcinadio is rarely harmonious. It requires commitment and a willingness to sit through discomfort as old patterns fall into the ashes. The flame initiates sacred change, and eventually the phoenix rises. So with this depiction next to it, with the Lover's card, it looks almost like a phoenix, right? Bursting from the flames, surrounded by the red-orange hot colors. But also I'm thinking of the myth of the ugly duckling that turned into this beautiful swan. It's an alchemical transformation that has happened and taken place within this whole being, which is you and them. When you bring those two whole and fertile crucibles together, you get like an entirely new energy that's born from that. It's very unique. It's different from when you have two hurt individuals teaching each other in a karmic partnership. There's something to be gained from that, but there's something different to be gained here. You're creating an entirely different energy as a partnership, as opposed to people in karmic partnerships. Okay. So the divine flame resides within, and it is yours to tend to. That said, doing so patiently and with support will lead to change that is holy rather than hasty. So we're talking about a partnership, again, that is quality over quantity. You may have had to wait a long period of time for this person, dismissing other options in favor of waiting for the best option. That's what the hold the space is, waiting. It's like you're done. You've completed the cycle of learning. You've learned healthy boundaries. You've learned to protect your energy. And now it's like safe for you to proceed in partnership because you have a strict set of criteria and standards that you have for yourself now. And the right person will respect those and give you your space. Okay, yep, there's no violation of energy or boundaries here with the equal exchange here with the trader card. Okay. This is somebody who wants to grow together with you, who sees a future with you and wants to co-create that with you in a balanced approach, the light and the dark. Again, this feels like the full moon. The sun is opposing the moon and there's an eclipse on it. I think this person will be apparent to you. They will appear to you before the 28th. All right, let's take a look at the Coyote card. So Coyote, it's titled Trickster. And it says, Coyote has many magical powers, but they do not always work in his favor. His own trickery fools him. He is the master trickster who tricks himself. No one is more astonished than Coyote at the outcome of his own tricks. He falls into his own trap, and yet he somehow manages to survive. He may be banged and bruised by the experience, but he soon goes on his way to even greater error, forgetting to learn from his mistakes. He may have lost the battle, but he is never beaten. Coyote is sacred. In the folly of his acts, we see our own foolishness. As Coyote moves from one disaster to the next, he refines the art of self-sabotage to sheer perfection. No one can blindly do themselves or others in with more grace and ease than this holy trickster. Coyote takes himself so seriously at times that he cannot see the obvious, for example, the steamroller that is about to run over him. That is why, when it hits him, he still cannot believe it. Was that really a steamroller? I better go look, says, and he is run over once more. Contained within trickster medicine is the humor of the ages. The cosmic joke is not just on ourselves, but on everyone else if they are following Coyote or have strong Coyote medicine. Sometimes someone like this may be able to convince others that a skunk smells like roses, but the fact remains that it's still a skunk. If you can't laugh at yourself and your crazy antics, you have lost the game. Coyote always comes calling when things get too serious. The medicine is in laughter and joking so that new viewpoints may be assumed. So a couple things here with the whole master of self-sabotage. That may have been the pattern in the past when in relationship, thinking this is too good to be true and I'm used to things going south, so therefore I must act in a way that will attract that result. But at this time, it's like, I think you finally learned your lesson with the boundaries, how to outgrow that behavior, grow beyond it, have trust and faith in this connection that you've waited patiently for. And another key to this connection is humor, laughter. You guys are pranksters, tricksters, probably a lot of Mercury energy in your chart, maybe Jupiter or Sun conjunct Mercury, or you have strong Virgo or Gemini placements as well. So, but there is a lot of fun you can have with this person, and laughter is the best medicine to healing any of these wounds of mistrust or doubt or fear regarding the potential outcome of the connection. Because it doesn't appear to be anything less than divine or ideal. So, we want some actual, well, I'm going to get one more here, this Journey of Love card, and then we'll get our actual tarot. A message for Scorpio in this partnership. You may have manifested this person during the Pisces full moon at the end of September, and then by the end of October we're seeing this fruition. What do we have? Cosmic Butterfly, number 36. That transformation and change, much like the ugly duckling to the swan, we have the caterpillar to the butterfly. You are being reborn from the pulsating womb of the Divine Mother on fire with her creative power. You are being transformed whilst living. To surrender certainly in favor of openness, to accept the smallness of your everyday life while submitting to the magnificence of your being, to open up to the divine light that pours through you into a myriad of forms, endlessly creating, destroying, creating again. This is your sacred task. Life is thriving within you. This may not feel stable as yet, but will certainly feel exciting as you enter into yet another cycle of rebirth. Let this life seem as though you are living many lifetimes in one, and it is possible for you to encounter the totality of human experience in this lifetime, should you be open to it. This is treading the enlightened path, embracing all of life. You have chosen this for yourself and been blessed with it as a possibility of this lifetime. Why not let yourself be broken down and reborn through the workings of nature? Another life within this one beckons you on now. So, this message for you from this oracle is that if your life feels like it's falling apart, then take heart, for it is falling apart to come back together in a new way. You are going through rebirth, just like a butterfly in a chrysalis. The agony and delight, the sense of dying and being truly alive can all be held in the sense space of your heart. Surrender into what you are becoming now, and know that you are leaving behind is but a shell that once will have held your fast emerging new self. And this imagery of this woman in a cocoon, in a bubble, right? She's getting ready to hatch. She's getting ready to burst through the seed and grow towards this light of wholeness. And is she smiling? I feel like it is. She's even looking at this butterfly. Or is that a flower? Could be both. Anyway, but she's getting ready to be reborn in this new image. You could be undergoing some kind of physical makeover at this time as well. Maybe you've been working on your health. Okay, now let's grab your tarot cards, Scorpio. Which pile? And a couple of tarot cards for Scorpio's October reading. This could be just, your birthday too. It's a new year, a new you. You're a new age. So you could be 27, 36. And you know what? I haven't done that in a while. Let's do that. And we have the Fool underneath. Very good. A new journey, a new beginning. So we're done with one cycle. We're ready for restarting at 0. This is a new trip around the sun. All right. Let's start at the bottom, work our way up. We got the Queen of Swords. Could be that Gemini I was picking up on. Also Aquarius, Libra, coming into Libra season in sidereal, but just leaving in tropical. And we have the Eight of Swords. The Page, the Knight of Cups. Messenger of Water. Six of Swords. Lots of air energy. Winds of change. Winds are picking up. Might have been some strong storms around you lately. The Empress. Libra, Venus, Taurus. And the Tower. Okay, so that ended up on top here at the apex. Huge shift in timelines. There was a complete sense of release. I think you mastered patience recently somehow. This hold the space. It reminds me of Sagittarius, the Temperance card. But yeah, there's a definite steadiness to your emotional state. There's more control of that. And that's very attractive to those people around you. They kind of notice a shift in your energy. That you're still able to nurture and show compassion, but with clarity and calming energy as well. Because you've done this for yourself. So, everything is about to change. This wholeness is what's bringing about the change. Going from the difficulty to easier waters, calmer waters, moving on. All right, I'm going to grab a rune. I've been getting one for every sign this month. I'm enjoying learning about them. Here we have, I'm not sure which one this is, so help me learn a new one this time. There we go. I don't know. All right, let's see what that's all about. All right, so this is the third rune, Thurizaz. It means Thurs, Thorn, or Thor. It is a force that frees or fights a foe. So Thor is also the equivalent of Jupiter and Zeus, the king of the gods, the father, the protector. So the third and fourth runes are associated with gods. Thurizaz is a rune of Thor, the defender, as well as that of the gigantic forces against which he defends. Thor is the son of Jord, an elemental earth goddess. His father is Odin, master of all the powers of mind. Together they ward body and spirit. Both are extremely powerful, but their strengths are different. So we have, this is the third rune. We had the number 3, the Empress, show up again, and they were talking about the earth goddess, Odin, son of the earth goddess. And this rune also does have to do with fertility, as we mentioned with the Empress. But so Thorson states that the Thor's rune represents pure action, potency, raw power, and strength on the physical plane. It is the projectable form of applied power, at once the polarized violence of the giants and the force of Thor that defeats them, the power that releases built-up tensions as the lightning releases the power of the storm. And I know I've seen or read that they've actually been able to photograph the moment a sperm fertilizes an egg. There's actually like a jolt of light, a spark of light that is emitted as a result of the fertilization. So that to me speaks of the manifestation of things becoming fertile and growing and expanding, since Thor is Jupiter, which is expansion and growth and good luck and fortune. So the James Peterson interpretation is that the Jontar represents elemental, unconscious, irrational, and catonic forces. Sibley states that the rune represents divine power active on the physical plane, a link between the psychic and material realms. So that's the as above, so below. That's the manifestation power. Again, I mentioned with Coyote being Mercury, related to Mercury, the trickster god, and Mercury rules the magician card. So it's the power to create and manifest with when by yourself is already powerful, but in union with another like-minded and abled person amplifies that ability. It represents those powers that can grip and seize one with surprise and terror. This power is also that of regeneration and fertility. During the Viking period especially, Thor was the most popular of the Aesir. He was perceived as being both powerful and dependable. Thor's pillars were set up flanking the high seat in the hall. Oaths were sworn upon his gold or silver ring. He brought the storms whose rain fed the crops and banished those powers that would destroy them. His lightning fertilizes the soil by stimulating the formation of nitrates. Thus he was the favorite deity of farmers. There are many stories about his strength and prowess, often humorous. All his deeds are done with gusto. He lives in the present and deals with problems forcefully and immediately. People wore an image of Thor's hammer for protection and made its sign to hallow food and drinks to bless the bride at a wedding. Aswin feels that Thorazaz is the third dynamic aspect of the force of fertility introduced by Fehu and Oruz, the first and second rune, and the third stage is the process of creation. It's like father, mother, child. So it's the third energy, as I was referring to back here when wholeness came up and the two whole people coming together. So it's therefore an expression of the Jotun energy of Ymir and being from whose substance the world was made, the earth goddess. One of the forces that the Thor's rune can release is the creative power of the libido. It is a symbol of masculine potency which quickens life in the earth and the wombs of women. Perhaps this is why Peterson believes that the torment of women referred to in the Norwegian rune poem is the menstrual cycle, and Wardle identifies it with the pangs of childbirth. So it's funny, when I picked up this rune, I instinctually thought that looks like a baby bump. I called it in my head the baby bump rune. And with the Empress here, speaking of pregnancy, if it's not literal pregnancy that you're supposed to create with this person, but whatever energy you are manifesting together is meant to change the world in some way. It will leave an impact upon the world. Thorazaz is one of the most powerful runes for use in magic, but Aswin points out it must be handled carefully. Like nuclear power, it is a force that can heal or destroy. The rune also acts as a catalytic force when paired with others and can be added to empower a spell. One use of this rune and the Thor energy is general as weather working. Drawing it on one's forehead will increase energy, and atoning in a matters will help summon or align one with the forces that bring storms. Be careful, however, to study the normal weather patterns for the area and work to strengthen them, or you may contribute to a dangerous imbalance. In readings, Willis feels that the appearance of the Thor's rune may mean good luck or assistance, or it may be a warning to take stock and consolidate before moving further, or to seek professional advice before making decisions. Depending on the runes that accompany it, Thorazaz could be a warning not to rush into things like a charging billy goat. It can also indicate the presence or need for a condition of health and enthusiasm. So, I don't see many other cards issuing a warning here. But if that, always go with your gut, of course. If you feel something is off or not supposed to happen right at that moment, then take your time and use caution. Alright, so let's grab some magic cards. We'll wrap this up. Achievement, win the award, accolade, or contract. So I did mention contracts. And we have Trinket 5, manifesting money and income. Alright. Never a bad thing. And the star. The silver energy of the star brings good luck and serendipity. So the star being destiny as well, divine partners. And then abracadabra with wings, fantastic good fortune and lucky chances. So that's that Jupiter energy showing up as well. Okay, so I'm going to get some angel cards and wrap this up. Authenticity is the first thing out, and believe it or not, there is love as well. So authenticity within yourself attracts your divine and ideal partner, and it's also authentic love. It's true love. They love you for who you are because you are honest about what you bring to the table. There is no hiding, there's no keeping secrets from you, Scorpio. You'll find out the truth about somebody. But you're honest with them and they're honest with you. And then there's synthesis. That's what you're creating together. That's the third energy that's being manifest as a result of this union. So congratulations, Scorpio. Enjoy this beautiful moment as you begin to manifest a beautiful new adventure with this being. Let me know how it goes in the comments below. We'll talk to you next month. Take care. Bye.